The virus is quite old. First discovered in Antarctica, it was found during researches, foraging, trapped in the ice. Once released from it, the virus spread at an alarming speed. Soon, most people became infected without even knowing it. From notes found around the tower, the virus has the ability to pass on to plants and animals without any consequence. However, once inside a human organism, it will slowly kill the infected human and weaken them, as the disease becomes stronger in their body. Paling of the skin, short breathing and weakness are only some of the most visible symptoms of the virus. The incubation period of it is unknown, but it could be anywhere between a few days to a few years, as the player character passed 5 years being infected sealed inside a tube. Soon after the most noticeable effects are presents, the infected individual will succumb to a great fatigue and die, while slipping towards what can only be described as a coma of sort, proof provided by the third ending left square bracket 1 right square bracket, where you leave the tower and get to sleep, lying against Puro, only to succumb to the infection, while doing so, unaware of what is going on. And so, the virus is soon being researched on and groups of scientists collaborate to find a cure. The experiments. The virus was discovered after the first infected human died. It was to be researched on in laboratories. In the end, the symptoms and specifics of it were discovered. Transmissible by both contact and ingestion of infected animals and plants. Lethal in all cases and without any mean to know what plant or animal was or wasn't infected by the virus. Since animals were apparently immune to the disease, researchers rapidly went with the idea of crossing human and animal DNA. Most experiments failed, until they decided to use latex point insert vine boom. However, the creatures born from these experiments sought only one thing, a host. The creatures, humanoids formed of either dark/black or white/light latex, both opposite of the other, as stated by Puro. When they experiment, humans' DNA is crossed with that of the animals. They lost all their human instinct, which way to stop was found by Dr. K, which he tested in himself to get rid of the virus. The riots. During the cure's development, people from outside began protesting about how only the rich have permission to receive the treatment. Eventually, they broke in during the experimentation with the latex specimens, which caused every species to break out and roam freely around and outside the building during the game. The Awakening. 5 years after the riots, due to a power outage, Colin was released from the life-sustaining capsule. He was wearing only dark shorts and his last memories aligned with the fact that he was kidnapped. The lab is in a terrible state, latex beasts at every step of the way. Colin makes his way through the offices, following notes someone made. After several offices of dark latex beasts, he makes his way to the Elder One. After carefully dodging all his attacks, Collins gets to the end of the room, where the intelligent creature resides. It closes its eyes, and then nods, letting Colin pass. He goes to the library, but everything gets darker and Colin feels weaker and weaker, and at the end of the corridor faints.